bells today. Hey.
Inside the sensory room at Henry Hudson Senior Public School, students are immersed in song.
Ring the orange bells. Yavi. Yeah, good job, Yavi.
While it may look like any other lesson, this is music therapy.
The goal of music therapy is not necessarily musical goals. In our classroom setting, it's more educational, social, emotional, communicative, and cognitive. And like the movements with the jingle bells, we were seeing also like self-awareness with like what color bells they're holding.
Do all of the bells. Ready? Good job.
And at its core for these youngsters is building connections.
Some of our friends who are sitting in the room, you may have noticed that they're sometimes not always looking or like facing towards me, but when I come around, that's why I try and focus in sometimes on individuals where I'll bring the instrument to them and try and see if they'll play, and you know, through that you're creating a connection every time.
You do the hokey pokey.
Helping make those connections is Music for Every Child, an entirely youth-led charity, all started by 15-year-old Samantha Fung.
So I actually first got the idea when I was volunteering in my elementary school before the pandemic. So I was helping kids with developmental disabilities, and I was just inspired by how positive they were despite all the challenges they had. But then during the pandemic, me and my friends faced like a lot of setbacks due to online learning. I wasn't allowed to volunteer in person, of course, and I just wanted to find another way to help. So I started Music for Every Child with 3 of my friends, and really we had no end goal. It was just what small things could we do to help the community, and now it's like come so far.
Can you believe actually how far it's come? Like you're in about 4 different cities across the GTA?
Yeah, I really can't believe it. So we had a connection to music. We all play like an instrument, and we understood how music is like a universal language and helps us connect. And personally, like music has helped me get through so many like setbacks during COVID, and like I wasn't able to interact socially a lot. And we started our first school in Mississauga 2 years ago. And from then on, like we realized how much of a need this was, and schools kept reaching out, and now we're operating in 12 schools across Ontario.
And this teacher says his students are really responding.
Most of my students have autism spectrum disorder, and on top of that, they'll also have an intellectual disability, so that impacts their ability to learn, their ability to develop at the same pace as like their average peer. For them, school looks very different. I'm gearing my curriculum towards life skills, so that could be things like self-regulation. That's a big piece for the students in the music program. It's where I see them really shine through in terms of their emotional regulation, and I think that's because of the music, that they feel a lot calmer, they feel more at ease, so they're able to take those skills and actually transfer it throughout the rest of the week as well. So I've noticed that from the program starting, as we've had more and more time with it, I see they're able to focus on tasks for a longer period of time. I've noticed that they're able to just kind of calm themselves down a bit more than they were prior to the program coming into the school.
And clapping. Good job.
The program is free for students, all thanks to fundraising by Samantha and her team. They hire professional music therapists who deliver weekly sessions during the school year. The cost is $5,000 per therapist.
It's incredibly difficult to find services for our students with exceptionalities. At a school level, you know, we have special education meetings, and there we talk about services that we can give our students. And unfortunately, not all of them are covered by our board, and a lot of it has to be done privately, and it is extremely, extremely expensive. So what's amazing is that, you know, Music for Every Child has provided us with free music therapy.
Samantha's goal is to keep growing the organization, helping as many children as possible.
I listen to you speak, and you just sound so much like wiser beyond your years, and what you've been able to accomplish. I just think it's remarkable because you're also going to school. You're also, you know, very dedicated to gymnastics. You spend half your day training.
Yes.
What motivates you to do this work and want to help others?
Yeah, I feel like it's always been like my life's purpose. I want to not only work on myself and try to be like the best person I can be, but I also want to have an impact on the world.
For you personally, when you think about your future and just knowing your passions, do you see yourself kind of going down this path?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still kind of exploring. To be honest, I don't really have like a solid idea of what I want to do, where to go, but I know that like no matter what it is, I want to be involved in the community and like be a change maker and a leader in the world.
Well, you already are. Just keep doing it, right?
Yeah, I hope to.
She really is a role model, though Samantha says she doesn't see herself that way. She says she's just part of the team that she's created. We had a chance to speak with a parent whose daughter is enrolled with Music for Every Child. The 15-year-old takes part in sessions at her school downtown.
The music therapy sessions mean a lot of, like, you know, joy. Basically, lots of joy in her. Like, I can just see it. She really, really loves it. She loves singing. She loves playing instrument, and she loves. It seems like a party for her. Like it's a time when she's really out of her, you know, shell, and she wants to join in. She wants to participate, and she wants to do it. And that's a big challenge when you're a special need child, for you to have that, you know, enthusiasm. And also be in a team and, you know, socialize and have fun. And I think it just relaxes her, her behavior, her mood, everything changes. And her concentration becomes 100% for sure, because she wants to do it and she loves music therapy, 100%.
Over the past 2 years, more than 200 youth volunteers have worked with Music for Every Child. For more, you can check out their website.